Someone sent my entire office proof that my girlfriend was having an affair with our married manager. 3 days later, she was almost fired, his marriage was falling apart, and I was questioning whether the person I loved had been lying to me. 6 months earlier, I was just another intern trying to survive. I showed up before my manager, stayed after everyone left, and volunteered for the work nobody wanted. Not because I wanted to impress anyone, but because I desperately needed that full-time offer. That was when I met Emma. She was another intern who understood the same pressure. She helped me during my first few weeks, and we started working together on several projects. We became friends first, then we became something more. The first person I told about us was my best friend. He had been there long before Emma. He was the reason I got this internship. He believed in me when I doubted myself, and I trusted him more than anyone. But what happened next destroyed me. One Monday morning, Emma walked into the office and immediately realized something was wrong. People who normally joked with her suddenly went quiet. Coworkers avoided looking at her. She asked me if I knew what was happening. I asked a colleague. He just looked at me and said, "Check your email." Every employee had received the same anonymous message. The email claimed Emma was having an affair with Daniel, our married department manager, to get better opportunities at work. Inside were photos of Emma and Daniel, and they looked convincing. One showed Daniel leaning close to Emma while looking at her laptop. Another showed them leaving a company event together. Without context, it looked exactly like what the email claimed. Within hours, everyone had an opinion. Emma became the person people whispered about. Daniel's wife found out about the rumors. Emma was removed from a major project while HR investigated. I wanted to believe Emma, but those pictures made it harder. The worst part was watching her break down. She was crying and repeating, "I never did any of this." During all of it, my best friend was the person who kept me together. He told me not to make a decision based only on rumors. He reminded me that photos didn't always show the full story. He helped me stay calm when everything felt like it was falling apart. I don't know what I would have done without him. A week later, HR called me into a meeting. They had discovered the truth. The photos were manipulated. Someone had taken normal workplace moments and edited them to create a completely different story. They traced the emails, checked the evidence, and interviewed everyone involved. Then they showed me the name behind everything. My best friend. I remember staring at the screen because my brain refused to accept it. The person who spent weeks telling me not to lose faith in Emma was the same person who tried to destroy her. I confronted him that night. I expected him to deny it. Instead, he looked at me and said, "I did it because I loved you." I felt sick. He told me he had always been the person who stayed when everyone else left, that he knew me better than anyone, that he thought one day I would finally see him differently. Then he said something I'll never forget. "She came between us and tried to take you away from me. You were supposed to be mine." That was when I understood how twisted his thinking had become. He had created an entire version of reality where Emma was the problem and destroying her would somehow bring me back to him. That was the moment I realized he was never the friend I thought he was. I walked away from him without another word. HR fired him after confirming the evidence. Daniel's name was cleared. Emma kept her job. We stayed together. But losing my best friend hurt in a way I wasn't prepared for. Not because I missed him, because I finally understood who he really was. And the person I trusted the most became the person who disgusted me the most.